Oh, we're having so much fun here behind the scenes, but let's get serious. You might be getting ready to set the table, prepping your food for today's 4th of July barbecue out back. But first things first, you've got to make sure all your bases are covered.
Yeah, really important questions you need to know the answers to, like how long are you going to cook the meat for, and when to know it's just that right moment that it's done. We have all those answers for you today. Bryan, Tyrell from Pig-Sty BBQ in Boynton Beach joining us. Thanks so much for being in here. Happy 4th to you.
And happy 4th to you.
I think our faces lighted up when we saw you walk in the building.
I heard barbecue today.
Oh, yeah. I remember last time we were here.
Oh, I know. So much fun. On a holiday weekend, by the way.
Absolutely.
Grilling do's and don'ts. When you get a special request, someone comes over to your house, you're grilling, they say, I want my meat medium well or well done. What's the sure way to make sure that it's done properly?
Well, the best thing is to have an Insta-read thermometer. That's the die-hard way to do it. If you're cooking something to medium rare, it's usually about 145 degrees. Remember, it's going to set for a little bit, and the meat will actually cook a little bit more. So you might pull it 140, 145.
Okay. So it's not premature if you pull it a little early.
Correct. The same thing like with a roast or something like that as well.
All right. So I know that you have your own seasoning here, some chicken. What exactly are we making today?
Well, as we were talking about earlier, nearly 90% of the people who have grills today are going to be out taking care of business.
That's a lot of folks in South Florida.
Oh, absolutely.
And that 10%, what are you doing?
Well, they're going to somebody else's
house
with that. But what we're going to do is we're going to do some chicken today. This is our own. This is my own little rub I have. It's got some brown sugar in it, pepper, salt, some cayenne pepper. Also some garlic powder, etc., all of those things. What you want to do is do a good little covering on all of that, and then you want to put it on the grill. What we're going to do is we're going to set up the grill in an indirect heating. What that means is you have two zones. You're going to have all of your charcoal on one side and not on the other. So after you get everything seasoned on both sides, because you eat both sides of the meat, same thing with your burgers, is you want to flash it on there and get a nice little char on that. Yeah, sear that and then put it off to the side. It's probably going to take about 15-20 minutes for the chicken. No, it's not. Depending on the size, obviously this chicken breast here is going to take longer than the legs. So you have to work your way around that, move them over to the hot spots, and move around on that.
Now I'm probably telling on myself here. And I mentioned this to you. I don't clean my grill. I'm lazy.
Shame on you.
I mean, does it really have an effect on my meat, on the flavor?
It's not necessarily the flavor, but it just looks better.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's just one of those little things that you can do.
Yeah.
And what you want to do is you want to take the chicken to about 150 degrees.
Okay.
On that, and then you want to put your sauce on. If you put your sauce on too earlier, when you put it on, all of the sugars in there is going to caramelize on there, and it's just it's going to look not good.
Okay. Okay. So maybe we're done with the chicken.
Yes.
Perhaps you have some vegetarians coming to the house.
Yes, we do. Well, what we're also going to do is we're going to grill off some corn with that, and you can par grill the corn. Cool. Put some, and then after it's done, you get those nice little grill marks on there, and we put some liquid butter on there, and then some queso fresco on that.
And by the way, to get these grill marks, the corn's not grilled in the foil.
No.
Okay.
You can't get the grill marks that way.
Do you guys have any, for people who maybe aren't grilling at home today, that 10% of people?
Yes.
Do you guys have any specials, 4th of July specials?
Well, we've got tons of specials. We've got our ribs are on special. We've got a family platter that we have, and we're open until 7 o'clock, so our staff can go and watch the fireworks.
You'll do the work for everyone,
Yeah, absolutely. And then they can also come in and pick up food and take it to their party as well.
Love that. We don't want to run out of time. You've got one more dish here.
Yes. This is for the people who don't necessarily eat meat, and what this is a grilled eggplant. And what we've done is all you do is you cut them into about a half-inch, 3/4 of an inch slices. Put some salt on there, and that'll take the bitterness of the eggplant out of there. Let it set for about 20-30 minutes. Rinse that off, and then you see we just grilled those off. And then what we're going to do is you just take one of the eggplants, put it right on there. Some nice
that's right up my
tomato.
alley. That's awesome.
And then
you still get your burger.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then you can top that with a nice balsamic vinaigrette. And and the people who don't necessarily eat meat can also have a burger also.
Chris, I'll give you an option.
Good to me.
You want this or this?
I was going to say, because I know you were looking at that. I'll take the meat. You said we're good.
Bryan, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Grill master. We really appreciate you coming in.
Thank you for having me.